guys, nice to see you again. While I don't plan on continuing content creation, my summer break is giving me a lot of time to do stuff. Since I'm not doing anything else, I might as well create a video, right? Look, I know I haven't posted in a while, but there's this flame that could be rekindled regarding content, you know? I think that maybe I could start this up again, but it's not like I really know what I'm doing. Let's get into this. Music. You know music, y'all listen to it, right? If you don't, I don't know why you don't, but hey, you do you. Now, see, music is something that connects the soul to the mind. We're gasping at the reality. What reality means to us. The reality. What reality? My reality. Boom, bop, bop, bam. And I mean, think about it. How do you find meaning in life? For me, it has been gained from the experiences I have with others. These people have shown me how I express myself. See, music for me is a way of releasing that chaotic embrace of my unfortunate mind. You know, because my mind's all whack. You know how it be. With a lot weighing down on my mind, I find that music has been the template of my expression already, which it's been for a while. Yes, I do listen to emo music. I tend to listen to, you know, rock and metal, but I am a J-pop girly, so, you know, don't worry about that chat. Not necessarily niche bands, but they share how I feel oftentimes. I mean, I've been really listening to, you know, now, but that was more like, it's been like half a year since I really started getting emo, so yeah. And you know, a lot has to do with love, devotion, and desire. Love being the intense feeling of clinging on to someone, those someones being the few people that keep me whole. Devotion being my undying loyalty to the ones that who have shown me that they'll be there for me, and desire, which I find to be my want to be surrounded by those who care for me. Love and desire kind of being very similar in what I think. And now, crying out to avoid seems hopeless, because why would I decide to scream if not for the ones who can help? I can't scream. It's more like vocal fries, but I try, chat. A beacon of hope can be drained if you don't let it flourish. To let it flourish, I create my meaning through music. Granted, this is other people's experiences we're talking about, but still, that doesn't mean you can't gain something from it. You can always gain something from your peers. Just listen to them. But you know, maybe you don't want to, and that's fair. But is music the only means we can express ourselves? No, it isn't. The lives that are lived around us prove this. Versions of expressions are shown everywhere, especially in social media. With the endless posting of countless people, we could be sucked into this wave of endless content. And you know, doom scrolling, as most people would call it, is bad. You know, it fries our attention spans. And I fall victim to it as well. My attention span is dog water, chat. I bet yours is too, if you're online a lot, which I am. Now, that doesn't mean that social media is to blame, but it can cause problems if you don't moderate it, such as anything else. Because, you know, addiction is easy when it's pretty much possible to be addicted to anything. I wouldn't say I'm addicted to music, but more so I find it as a way of expressing my feelings. So I do express my feelings and other aspects because I don't make good choices in my wording and horrible at phrasing. You know, I gotta dance around my words, but you know, I try to do what I can, but sometimes I think I speak too fancy. I use words that I wouldn't normally use sometimes with people, and it's not a good idea. You know, I ain't no Socrates, chat. Which is probably why I run into issues oftentimes. I don't want to start a problem, but I also don't want to just avoid conflict. I stumble into easily avoidable situations, but I wonder if these conversations are even a bad thing. To be honest, they probably aren't, but it's not the right way about going about them, if you really think about it. I could just phrase myself better. That's the fact of life. There's always something that can be worked on. For me, I'd like to say that's myself still. I've been working on myself for a while, but you know, it doesn't really stop. Now, I have gotten into communication. Communication is rough. I have gone into music creation. I can talk, but I'm quite bad at it. Most of the music I've made is long gone, but I remember trying. You know, there's like music creators online. You could probably find me I think my name's You Is Good 009 or 006 or 007. Check those, but you don't gotta worry about finding it. And you know, I made one that sounded like a Fever Dream, and it did well. It was literally called Fever Dream, and I do aspire to get better at music, but I don't really know what to do. I'm not great at it. And I know this field might not work, but I would like to give it a try. You know, positivity beats negativity if you let it be so. And that's it. Music to me is a form of expression used to convey the deep parts of my mind I want to be able to express by myself. However, I do wonder, what do y'all think? Do you think that music has another meaning? It could be. I mean, there's a lot more we could dive into here, but it's just really expression, you know, that I'm trying to get out here. You know, music is a form of expression for me. And you know, if so, leave a comment below, and I'll see you if I ever create content again. I might not. You know, this is kind of just a stint. I've been, you know, starting to do this shit over again, but I don't really know if I want to continue. And that's about it. Thank you for listening, and this is The Lawson. Bye-bye.